but after the data is collected, we're actually analyzing the data and probably just distributing what each family, what each ethnic race does. So like African American families, for example, what are they doing most of their time with their children? Or
well, it's a little bit ambiguous, right? Because there is so much data that there's a lot of potential for different ways of looking at it. So what the center does is they amass all this data, and then individuals like us who work at the center, we can, make speculations and analysis and discuss the implications of certain areas within the data. So there's a lot of potential for all sorts of different things you can look at. Any more questions?
So what were some of your conclusions, speculations?
Okay, so we're having a little trouble calling off the top of our heads.
yeah, because but in terms of, well, I did my paper was based on what the parents do with the children throughout the entire day, right? Or what are some of the popular activities, such as playing with toys. And I think for my research, there was African American families play toys with their children more often than Mexican families who rather.
I think it was they have more literacy activities.
Yes. There's basically my research was on that. What are the popular activities between the ethnic races? Whereas your project was on.
I was looking at, I believe,
Father involvement.
The individuals involved in the activities the child was doing during the day.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
We apologize. If you're like extremely curious, you can talk to them.
Yeah.
Any other questions?
How does that relate into the inclusion of how they did that? How do you test that?
Can you repeat your question again? Sorry.
Please stand up and answer your question. In the beginning, you said that testing how this affects how ready they are for school. So, have you tested how ready they are for school and the inclusion based on what the parents did and how ready they were?
Well, we looked at, that's what the center did as a whole. Like that's what they did in the end of our little analyses. But in terms of school readiness, I think we start to approach that or start to understand what they do when they're like about 6 years old, when they're actually getting into first grade and kindergarten. So can't give you a discrete answer.
Yeah, I can kind of address that because I'm working at the center again this year, and exactly as Farzana said, the kids now is that they're starting to get into school, and so as they're coming back, as we mentioned, for the visits in the lab and the assessments and things like that, and as we continue to collect data from them, then we'll be able to see the effect on school readiness.
Yeah, and after you work again this year, she's working again at the center, so maybe she'll give you about school readiness and what actually happens. So stay tuned.
Any more questions? Over there.
I'm Ahmed, and I wanted to ask, were certain behaviors also recorded, such as when the child started to walk or stop breastfeeding? Was that information also conducted and included into the study?
When the baby started to walk, it was included, but because our project was reliant or focused on first months, we didn't really see that pattern. So I guess the baby starts walking at when it's about 14 months, whereas we're just doing the first month, and all we're seeing is sleeping for most of the day, eating for 3 hours or something. It's very ambiguous, but
I was looking at So if you studied the first months, did you also study like the verbal, or did they write that down in any like the routine diary? The verbal, like gaga,
Well, you know, I think you actually raised a very interesting point, because we did see some of that in the daily routines in terms of, oh, you know, baby babbling or trying to say this or speaking or that. But I don't necessarily know that the center made note of that. At least in this part of the questionnaire, it's possible that it was accounted for somewhere else.
Yeah.
But in the part of the work,
The center was more focused on what the child was doing throughout the day, but that was, I guess, part of that will go hand in hand with school readiness when the child is about 6 years old. So speech is important.
okay.
So I was wondering, social relationships help with school readiness? Like, are the ways that the children behave with other children taken account for? Like, say a child may be showing signs of like autism, does that affect their readiness? Like whether or not they're inclined to be on their own or whether they play with others?
Well, there's kind of two questions implied there, I feel like. On the one hand, there's like previous knowledge, and I think I can confidently say that previous knowledge suggests the answer to that is yes, that social interactions would affect that. In terms of what the CRCE is looking at and whether they're taking that into account, they are. As we showed with the sample collation, we were careful to note, number of individuals involved and very particular about the type of individual. So that is something that is in the data that could be studied.